Hello everybody, Maestro here. Welcome to the Con's Court. Obviously a big old welcome back. If you guys knew anything about what was happening, you would know that my wife was pregnant. We were going to have a baby, and I kind of made it very apparent that I might have to take a break, a little bit of a break. And so with him almost being now a week old, which is crazy because it felt like he was just born yesterday, we are now at a point where I am now comfortable enough that I think the baby's fine if I go ahead and make videos and stuff like that. I just wanted to make sure, number one, my child was okay, everything like that. Everything was kind of situated. The housing, situation was all nice and together. And now we are at that point. He is a healthy, beautiful baby boy named Roman. He is gorgeous. And I immediately fell in love the moment that he came out of the womb. I am very happy that I am having a son, that I have a son, I should say, and it will be really cool to be a dad. I'm excited for this little adventure. So, moving on from all that fun stuff, we're going to get into some more fun stuff. We're going to get into a reaction. Halloween official announcement trailer, Gamescom 2025. Now, I know that there was a lot of game trailers that came out, some big reveals. One that I plan on actually doing a reaction for. I saw little its and bits of some of the stuff, and I've heard some things from other people, but I have not actually seen the full trailers or the full showcases of these games. So I plan on doing that and posting these reactions, obviously, on YouTube and TikTok. So let's go ahead and get straight into this Halloween game that's coming out. There's that iconic sound.
A quiet town, just like hundreds of other small
Final
towns
gameplay
all
footage
across
not
America.
represented. Okay, so this is just a cinematic.
Town just like yours. But it was here on October 31st.
John Carpenter,
1963.
executive producer. There we go, baby.
No motive, no warning, no provocation, just sense.
I'm so excited. I love Halloween, the movie, and just the time, like the actual holiday.
Years ago.
Love Michael
I thought
Myers.
there was hope.
He's my
that
favorite
could be
killer.
Reached. But what I met was not a child.
Right under
Emotion.
Jason and Ghostface. He's my
Perhaps
favorite
not
killer.
even human. 15
Is that
years
Lori?
later, he returned home. But what happened that night was only the beginning.
Kind of reminds me of her hair, but it's a
It
little
wasn't
puffed
just
up.
a killing spree. It was a reckoning.
Whoa, calm down. He was going to be.
I'm getting chills. I haven't heard this music in a minute.
No.
You can't stop him. You can't reason with him. You can't kill the boogeyman.
Evil, yeah. He looks good too. Dun, 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 dun. Bum. A single player and multiplayer horror experience coming in 2026. Ooh, now that looks good. Wow. Okay. It said single player and multiplayer. That's interesting. So, I actually was thinking about that. Is this going to be another game where it's essentially the same style as, like, we had the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game where it was a multiplayer game where you had a bunch of different killers, the family, versus the survivors. You had Friday the 13th, the game, which is no longer available to buy or get, which was just Jason after a bunch of survivors, multiplayer game. But the thing about the Friday the 13th game was it had single player mode, and you could do the challenge modes, the little story modes, the chapters. So I'm wondering, is that going to be what this is? Instead of doing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game where it was only mainly online, is this going to go back to the roots of Friday the 13th, the game, where you have the ability to play an online match with a bunch of other people being the survivors, and you can also be in the single player mode. Maybe they'll have like a story campaign rather than challenges or like little chapters, which would be really, really cool. Either way, I'm very excited to see what they do about this. Also, I'm wondering, is he going to be the only killer, or are they going to pull a couple other killers out from that franchise? Now, here's the thing about the Halloween franchise. There's mainly only one killer, versus if you go to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there's the whole family. Or if you go to Friday the 13th, you have Jason Voorhees, but you also have his mom too. And you have the duplicate Jason, which is the dude that's in the Jason outfit, the imposter, the faker. You have that too. And you have different versions of Jason, like Jason Goes to Hell, stuff like that. So what exactly are we going to be getting here? You know, I'm very curious to see how this turns out. Are we going to have multiple different killers in this Halloween game? Or is it going to be solely one killer, kind of how like it was in the Friday the 13th game? Either way, super excited for this. Kind of sucks I've got to wait till 2026. I already have to wait till 2026 for a lot of good games, like GTA 6, for example. So, you know, it kind of sucks. But at the end of the day, it's really cool to know that we've got some really good horror games coming. I'm very happy that we've got this coming. One of my favorite killers of all time. So, really happy about this. If you guys are also very excited and happy about this news, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all thought about this. And as always, I will catch you on the next video. Peace.